What's going on, YouTube? V here. Sorry I haven't had the time to do a video, a market watch video. I've been really working in the shop pretty hard and working on my other work, my other jobs as well, and I've been pretty busy. Also, I've been running back and forth to the post office because they didn't accept my letters, so I got to resend them out, and that's been a whole ordeal. So I really haven't had time to do market watches, but I'm back, and we're back in the flow. BlizzCon is this weekend, and I will be at BlizzCon. But most likely I'll just bring my laptop and camera and do market watches right before I go into BlizzCon. So that's still going to happen. I'm really excited that you guys are still on the channel, watching the channel. Click on the links below, liking that button, typing your comments. I really do love the interaction. Like I said, I've just been really busy. I own a card store, and I've been recording. So I'll have some videos coming out for you of me doing more card store life vlogs as well. And having that out within the next, today, tomorrow, next couple of days. So that's still going to be all just rolled out for you guys, a nice little package. So I've still been recording stuff. I've just been really busy is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so YCS London happened this past weekend, and the weird thing about YCS London, the overall weird thing I think every Yu-Gi-Oh player is saying is, what happened on the Dragons? It was your event on the Dragons. This was yours. Now, if you guys don't know, the European meta is a little bit, it's starting to get a little bit different from the American meta. I don't think they played that many Thunder Dragons overall, especially the top players. I think, I know E-Man Games, a couple of their players, that I know of. I don't know about the other the ones I don't know about, but they weren't running Thunder Dragons. They're really dedicated Sky Striker players and Altergeist players. One of them being Tayfun, who won German Nationals last year with Altergeist. And another, I forgot the name of the other guy, the guy that won it was Strikers, E-Man Games. So it's really interesting to see that the top teams aren't really taking to Thunder Dragons as much. They're still going back and chilling with them Geist and Strikers. But looking at Thunder Dragon's price point, it has not changed much. It went down like $1. It hasn't changed that much. And that's because Colossus is a beast still. I think every Yu-Gi-Oh player going to regionals here in America are playing Thunder Dragon still. It's a very easy deck to pilot. You will learn go +1. It's very simple, and in its simplicity comes its advantages of dropping out Colossus and Titan, losing almost no advantage when your cards get banished. It's very interesting to see, and I think that Thunder Dragons are still a very good deck, a very good powerhouse deck, and I still consider them a tier 1 deck, even though they're not topping the big events, they're topping all throughout the states. Look at other cards on Soul Fusion. Danger Tsuchinoko is starting to drop down a little bit, about $1. It rose up from, I think it was roughly around $30, $35, and now it's rose up to about 40s, and it's just hovering over here for a while. It's because everyone's buying up that FTK, thinking that, I'll just buy into an FTK deck, it'll last forever. This FTK deck won't last that long, to be honest with you. One thing that might be interesting, though, with Dangerous Tsuchinoko, and Dangerous FTK in general, because Dangerous as a deck, I still think is trash. The FTK deck is obviously good, but here's the thing about that. If the deck, if FTK deck continues being dominant and gets better and bigger and stronger and faster, Konami bans it faster than our ban list. We're supposed to have a ban list in roughly less than a month, supposedly. And I think the Danger FTK deck is going to get sloshed. And all you need to hit is Can Soldier, and the deck is dead. It's a very delicate FTK deck. But the thing, if we go by looking at our past experience, how Konami had Pendulum Magicians, and you just needed to hit one card, and them boys took a shotgun at that deck, I think the same's going to be said about Danger FTK. I don't think Danger cards are going to be hit, but I do think Cancel's going to be hit. That rank 7 Link monster that spams tokens, that's gonna be hit. If I was saying right, number 42, gotcha, Tomahawk. Like, I think all these cards are still gonna be hit. I don't think Danger's gonna be touched. So Danger plays, you still have a chance to show me that Danger is a good deck by itself. Just not an FTK. Come on, man. Come on, man. Using an engine. I love Dangerous though, but goddamn, I want to play this deck, but I'm not spending this kind of money for this deck. And I'm not alone. A lot of you players at my locals or just talking online, they say the same thing. They go, "Oh, look, this looks like a great deck to play." I'm just not spending the money because I don't think it's that good of a deck. For that, I'd rather buy a solid deck like Strikers that in the OCG has been hit and still walking around. I'd rather buy into Altergeist, which doesn't cost as much as the other decks if you exclude impermanents. But hey, you need impermanents anyway, so fucking might as well have an excuse to buy it. Trap Trick is another interesting card. A card that was at $10. No one saw this card. I still like Condemned Witch. It's still my baby. That's still my sleeper. But if you said Trap Trick was a sleeper, you are correct. Trap Trick was a $10 card and doubled in price. It's currently a little more than doubled in price. It's currently at $24. To be honest with you, I think Traptrick will go down. I still think it's a good card, but I think the card itself doesn't do as much. I think what a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players expect it to do. I don't hate this card. I actually own a playset. I just don't think it's going to be as viable in the future. Maybe Altergeist can somehow abuse it, or Paleos can continue to abuse it. Even wondering what they're doing. It is a trap deck thinner, which is very interesting to say. But I don't know. I'm still iffy on Traptrick. I want to play it. Another part of me is like, I don't think it's that strong as a card. But looking at the market, obviously it spiked because I saw play. It took a spot in the side deck of YCS London. One of the top players played it in the side, as well as a Pato player over here in YCS Niagara that it took top it. So obviously the card's good. I just don't think it's going to be good moving forward. If that makes any sense. I don't have faith in the card. Next, Thunder Dragon Hawk and Thunder Dragon Titan. It's hilarious that Titan, which is seeing 2 spots, is lower than Dragon Hawk, which is seeing 3 spots. Titan being the secret rare, Dragon Hawk being the ultra rare. Ultra rare is really hard to pull in Soul Fusion in general, though. Have you guys cracked Soul Fusion up? Like, what do we get? We're supposed to get like 6 to like 8 ultra rares a box, I think. Yeah, no, they're crazy hard to pull, and I don't know what's going on with that, but that ultra rares are absolutely just insanely hard to pull, and pulling cards like Thunder Dragon Dark. That you need 3 of, it's even more harder to pull in a box. It's almost impossible. Literally, you have to buy, what? I'm going to say in order to get this full thing, you have to buy a case, or you just buy it online. Either way, but it's almost the same value, which is really weird again. Dragon War being a card that's actually dropping down in value from what we can see over here. This guy has roughly around $16. This was another $20 ultra rare, and now it's starting to move down in value a couple of bucks. And I think that's what's going to happen with Dragon Dark. I think once everyone gets it on Dragons, more Soul Fusion packs, because everyone gets the deck, and they're like, cool, I have the deck, and it's like, okay, cool. That Dragon Dark's $20, and you crack a pack because you want a locals or whatever, and you pull a Dragon Dark, you're going to sell that, and that's what's going to happen to a lot of these cards. We're going to see Dragon Dark go down in value. We're going to see Dragon Ball go down in value. Titan, I'm shocked that it went down this low in value, but I'm not at the same time, not too shocked. People are saying you run 3 Titans, 3 Colossus. I think you run 3 and 2. And to be honest with you, I don't know if you bring the second one out as much, and that's why we're seeing Titan not maintain that high value. Thunderbird, another card that everyone was going crazy for. Oh, Danger Thunderbird, so good. It's $12. Evidently, not that good. And the reason why is because of FDK, which is the main danger deck running around. In Niagara, we had a variant of dangers. Over here in London, we had almost FDK, 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 FDK. That's all we really had. And looking at Danger Thunderbird, I mean, that's what we're seeing here, fellas. We're seeing Danger Thunderbird go down in value because the FDK only runs like, what, 1 maybe? So that's something interesting to note. I don't know why who's listing all these Soul Fusion special editions. We're not getting this shit until like December. Like, it's dumb for TCG Play to even load it out like that. Chaos Dragon Levianeer was roughly around $11 to $12 last week. Now we're seeing roughly around 9. It's just going down in value. You can run this, or you can run just BLS. Which better? This card also has a couple of cool effects. I think the reason why this card's still holding any kind of value because it was piloted by Jesse Cotton, this card. So that's why it has any kind of real value. Orchestrated. Okay. Orchestrated. Can you say that shit? It's a hard word. That return card has beautiful artwork. Actually, can we just look at the card for like 2 seconds? Look at his artwork. That's Ibli right there. And that's the other guy who I use sometimes in my rank 3 deck. Is he down here? No. But I use it when he's a rank 3, and that's them, and she's dead, and I'm sad because I like Ibli. She saved my monsters on the field. Okay. Thunder Dragon Dark, the ultra rare, the other one is $5, so there goes that. Condemned Witch is a card that's still super low in value. I love this card. I have 2 physically. I'm looking at more of these cards. I love Condemned Witch. I don't care what anyone says. This card is Master Race. And you could do your RO9 or whatever. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. My current RO9 is absolutely going to be in Condemned Witch. And then there's the rest of the cards. Morgan, Avalon, Heritage, and all that other jazz. Amazingly, I felt like if they made, instead of Titan, Thunder Dragon Fusion the secret rare, I think that would hold a little more value, but that could just be me. Okay. So, Legendary Duels, White Dragon Abyss booster boxes. Looking at Bingo Machine Go, it was 40. It spiked down to 35 in about a week, roughly. And we're seeing here roughly around $34. So, what's happening with Bingo Machine Go? Well, I think this card actually might hover and I know I originally said, well, I think I originally said around 25. I'm gonna reiterate. I think it's gonna hover around $31 to $32 for Bingo Machine Go. I think this is gonna be the money card of the set, and that's the price it'll hover at. We're seeing a lot of other weird things like Photon Orbital be around $10. Overpassing Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon, which is roughly around $9. This card is useless. If you pull it, you sell it. Blue Eyes Saw Dragon, which was a $10 card, right in half, is now $5. I still like this card a lot. It's my favorite Blue Eyes card in the set. Simona Poison Wind is actually still hovering roughly around $4 to $5. Chaos Max Dragon, roughly around $4. This card spiked down heavily. It's roughly around 7s, and now they're about 3s. So for the most part, Legendary Duelist White Dragon Abyss doesn't really have much play value, even though Blackwings are doing some weird things in the market. I'll show you in a second. Up next, we got Cybernetic Horizon booster boxes. So Boros Dragon's most weirdest price point card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I think we can all agree on this. Looking at it, its price was always $58. $58. The Unlimited Edition, when it came out on Cybernetic Horizon, was still roughly around the $58 price point. Then we get Soul Fusion. We get a lot of Thunder Dragons, which don't use Borosword. And the price moves up to like 62, and now it's currently roughly around 65. And after this one sells, it's hitting $69 for Borosword Dragon. I think we're seeing some Altergeist decks put it in their extra deck, which I don't know. Okay, you could do that, I guess. I've had a Ghost Reaper Array or like a Shizuku, but I guess you're just thinking endgame and you want to hit the Borosword. Obviously, if you're a Striker player, you need this if you play Strikers. It's a must. Other decks can still use this, and we're seeing a lot of Rogue decks. Whatever the Rogue decks there are, they're playing Borosword, so that could be another reason why, because this card can win you games. It's just really interesting to see this card price change from $58, almost near $69 that fast. Look at the other cards. Dangers have gone down in value. See, this is what I'm talking about when I said it earlier. And I don't want to make this whole market watch about Dangers. I don't. But I do want to say, Dangers were hitting almost near 40s, last week and a half ago? And they're now down, Bigfoot's down to 31, right here, 32. Nessie, which was almost near 40 itself, is holding at 37. So Nessie's overtaking Bigfoot. But the market price of Nessie isn't as high as its current price point. Look at the market price. It's about 37. That's almost near the current price point of Nessie. Bigfoot, he's about 31. That's under his current market price. And the reason why, once again, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Players don't have faith in an FTK in the format. Like, I don't understand why people, like, I had a couple of comments, so people hit me on Facebook, and they go, hey, V, guess you were wrong about Dangers. Your deck's about to get a shotgun to the mouth. Lower your voice. Like, if I had, when I was playing Pendulum Magician FTK, I was like, hey, you two. I'm just playing Pendulum's FTK. Let's just not talk about this deck. Let's not look at it. Because I don't want Konami to hear about what's going on. It's a really good FTK deck, guys. I'm fucking stealing wins left and right. I was low-key about my Pendulum FTK. Danger FTK players are like, I play an FTK. I dare you to hit me, Konami. I'll still... Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Stop. Anyway... It's the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. Danger players are ballsy. Anyway, look at Cyber Ref System. It's about $9. This card's gonna be going down in value. Ooh, is that German or Spanish? Okay, no, I like the German ones. Cyber Dragon Seegers roughly around $8, going down in value. Jackalope actually is going up in value because it's starting to see playing FTK deck. It's actually hitting its original price point of $10, back from its market price of $8. Crusader Ecomax going lower in value. Its price is now currently slashed in half. It's about $5 where it used to be $10 when it first came out. Come on. Okay, here we go. Cyber Dragon Hirsch was around $5. Magnetic Morningstar, which is $4s. This is just cheap price card Yu-Gi-Oh's all day long. I always love the fact that which point this is this low. If this card was secret rare, this card would be easily $40. Easy mode. But instead they gave it Celestial Observatory. Twin World Landing is on a card I R9 already. I still have put to the side. I'm waiting for that card to show me some money, and it will eventually. Watch what happens with that shit. Legion of Legion Main, another card. Like I said, let's get rid of this. And just put We Witch of the Apprentice as secret rare. 1, it looks gorgeous. 2, really? Does anyone know what this is? Does anyone know off the top of the head what this card does? No, the answer is no. Nobody does. Because the card's terrible. Let's see what else I got here. That's really it for this set. Okay. Bowser's Legends Revenge. I'm going to go over this one quickly because not much changes. Cyber Emergency is going to go a little lower in value. Bamboozling is hovering at around 10s. Who cares about that card? Is always bad. Gumball should have been the money card of the set, but it kind of wasn't, which is weird. That was the money card, and that's only. Okay, This was the money card instead of Gumblar, and that's because of pack ratios. If anyone ever has that question, why was this a $30 card? This card was $40, but quickly went down because of pack ratios. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players was cracking packs and pulling Gumblars and didn't need extra ones. You only need one, so they're selling them. Pack ratios is why Gumblar's lower in value, not because it was harder to get than Stromberg. Stromberg was harder to get, and yeah, we see what happened with that. And Trickster Reincarnation's doing some weird things in the market. I'll talk about that in a bit, though. Let's look at Dark Savings, guys. So, Striker plays. What's happening with my Strikers? Well, your Strikers is going lower in value. It's constantly going lower in value. And, to a couple of weeks ago where Engages were 80s all day long, starting to push a little higher than the 80s, we're seeing it right now drop from 65 to 57, $58 roughly for your Engages. And once again, that's because Strikers are worried about the ban list. If I was a Striker player right now, my mentality would be, give me what Japan got, and I can still play my deck. Because if you look at Japan, they're still playing with their hits. So if you're a Striker player, that's literally your mentality. All right, hit my Geisha 2, hit my Widow Anchor 2, and leave me the hell alone. By the way, you'll still have 2 Terraformings, they have 1. So that's your mentality. If you're a Striker player, that's a big mentality for you, and I think that might be the hits. I think Strikers will absolutely still play afterwards. I don't think Konami's done with Strikers. I think Konami still has more attributes to make Striker monsters. So if you're a Striker player, you're kind of safe, but you have to adjust, which is really weird. But by the way, quick thing for my Altergeist friends. Any ban lists were fucking dead. I love Altergeist so much, but any ban list hit, like if Multi-Faker went to 1, well, there goes Altergeist. Let me just, there we go. There's my deck. All right, boys, what do we play? Strikers look nice in, this format. Anyway, that's literally what happened to your deck. Just throwing it out there. Widow Anchor still hovering around the $25 price point. Phenomenal card. You need a card at 3. Mayan for High is around $8. Afterburn's went up $1. Wasn't it 5s? It went up to like 6s. That's really weird as well. Infinite Permanence on the card. That's currently $91. It's just... We don't know what's going on with a reprint. I feel like when we had the Advent calendar, Konami could have been awesome and gave us Infinite Permanence in the Advent calendar. They would have sold those crappy calendars because now nobody really wants them besides like 5-year-old kids. Now you got Infinite Permanence and it's doing almost nothing. I mean, it's just going higher in the market. It's crawling higher in the market. I am not surprised if this card hits $100. It's that good of a card. It stops FTK. It just stops everything. It just everything. One deck's like, I don't care about Infinite Permanence. I play vanilla beats. You lose automatically to everything in Yu-Gi-Oh form, and the casuals laugh at you. Literally, it beats everything. And I think that unfortunately, unless we know of any impending reprint, Infinite Permanence is going to continue going high. Hopefully, we get a reprint soon, though. Ghostspell. I'm sorry. No, we're not up to Ibli yet. Ghostspell was 55. Now we're seeing over here at 49.50s. It went down a little bit in value. I still think this card's terrible. The market's going to start being flooded with this cards. Get ready for that. That's going to happen. This card's not that good. Nightmare Unicorn was 30s. And look over here. Nightmare Unicorn's new price is $35. Once again, I said it before, I say it again. With Flames of Destruction, Nightmare cards become harder to pull. It just is what it is. You can't find Flames of Destruction. Henceforth, you can't find Nightmare cards. Henceforth, the amount of Yu-Gi-Oh players that have Nightmare cards are going to make it harder for you to get them. And that's why the price point will go higher. Henceforth. Blee went up $2. It was $20. Went up about a little bit over here. I still think this card's not as good. But at the same time, once again, Goki's taking Niagara, that little A in there. Look up Niagara. It has an A randomly popped in there. Goki's taking Niagara. Is going to make this deck good. And then you see the deck over here in London, and you're like, oh, the deck's doing things all right. It brings more confidence to these decks. I think that's what's going to make Nightmare Corruptibly maintain its price. I wouldn't be surprised if it actually went up in value, which is really weird. This card's terrible. Sell it. I'll keep saying it. Topologic Bay is good. Keep it. This card went down really low for a minute, and now it's almost hitting near $10 for Tropologic Bay. I know there's a nut in there. I don't care. This card's really good, so you want to keep that. Nightmare Griffin's a great card. I can't stress this enough. This card's amazing. Get this card. Everyone should have one Griffin for themselves. It's a really good card. Vampire Sucker, you should RO9 this. No questions, RO9 this. All the guys are still going down in value because all the guys hasn't won anything. Like, I had a buddy at local I was talking about. He goes, yeah, if your Altergeist is so good, why are they declining in value? I'm like, first of all, everything else that's not Altergeist is money. Second of all, they haven't won anything. If Altergeist wins things, they go up in value. And let's be honest with you, if you watched London yesterday, as I have while I was working in my shop, you would have saw that Tayfun misplayed against that Asian kid, because Tayfun would have moved on to the top 2, but instead of going misplaying and getting Meloseek, you misplay and you get a goddamn Soliloquies, you bounce back as Link, and you go, haha, I'm Altergeist, I don't die, I'm immortal. Instead, Tayfun was human playing a God's deck. Nightmare Goblin's still low in value. I want to pick up these, but I don't know, I'm in a weird spot. I feel like I'm just going to reprint all the Nightmare monsters, including Goblin. So, I don't know, man. I want to buy it, and another part of me is like, don't buy it. It's going to get reprinted Secret Rares or Nightmare. It'll be gorgeous. Don't touch it, V. I don't know. It's an inner V. Looking at the rest of the cards, it's just, dollar cards all day long. Okay. So Extreme Force, we have ISO, which is still hovering roughly around $23. It's no surprise on this card. Amazingly, it hasn't went high because of the Goki's win. Saryuja is still roughly around 12. This is 8. So nothing really changed in Extreme Force, to be honest with you, at all. Mythical Beast Master Cerebus is now about $2. It was roughly around 4, I believe, for a minute. Borlo Dragon also is about $20. Evenly matches 20. Evenly matches going lower in value because Yu-Gi-Oh players aren't as good as me. They're not as godly as me. They don't put the deck in a trash can to punch their deck when it doesn't win you a Yu-Gi-Oh event. I do, and that's because evenly matches main at 3 in my deck. Big Dick V. Okay, so even matches starting to go down in value in Circuit Break, and the Megaton also is starting to move down a little bit in value. That's because the card's only in the side deck where it should be in the main deck, because the card's amazing. Play against Strikers, play against Altergeist in the mirror match, play against anything that tries to control your board or spams board, and you win games. Meloseek's also cheap as hell. That's one thing about Altergeist. You can buy them really cheap. Spiral Double Helix is $3. It's not really changed in value. So let's talk about a couple of cards. Trickster Reincarnation is roughly around $8. The Battle's Legends Relentless Revenge is going up a little bit in value, but the original prints are roughly around 8. This is when you know when a card's moving, is when the original print moves, and then a reprint follows. And that's what we're seeing here. It's $8 higher from a $6 price point. And that's because Tricksters were doing things here in YCS London. A lot of you players are getting excited to play Tricksters again. Fun fact, it's not going to work. I think Tricksters is still a terrible deck. I don't have faith in the deck. Trickster hybrids, that's a whole different discussion, because there's tons of those, and some of them I actually agree with that. It can be a good deck. Pure, I think Pure's trash. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring also is doing some weird things. Okay, so looking at the market price in the Shadows of Valhalla, it's maintaining value. Look at Legendary Collections, maintaining value. The original print is slowly not. Market price showing to be roughly around, almost near $45. Unlimited's about $47, and first edition sitting almost near $50. This card's bouncing back from yet another reprint, being the super rare one that came out in Shadows of Valhalla. So if you have original print Ash Blossoms, yours is worth money. Everybody else's, unfortunately, is maintaining its value, which isn't bad. It just isn't better. You understand? Up next, we're looking at OTS Pack 8. Kagaris are taking a value. Once again, Strikers have not. Strikers are still seeing huge meta play, Banlist fears, and I think that Kagari is going to bounce. I think we're going to see OT Kagari go lower, and then we're gonna get a bounce, and it's not, and then Striker players are gonna top again, and this card's gonna bounce higher again. So keep your hands on your ulti Kagaris. Drone Lockboard ulti is gonna be roughly around $45 to $47. Once again, it's gonna hover. It's gonna go lower again. Once he's played, it's gonna go higher. Obviously, Yu-Gi-Oh's. And Scapegoat's still going lower. Scapegoat's is going to have a settled price. The market price doesn't even keep up to what Scapegoat's is currently at. It's going to settle. It didn't see much play, except that one guy that played Tricksters. I still think it's a great card. I still think it could do crazy things. But that same price is still just going lower. And it's at 2, so, Galaxy Wizard is going high in value. I don't know why, by the way. I had 3 of my dollar binder yesterday that got pulled out. And the card's $15 for Galaxy Wizard. Sell the stupid card. Up next, Denko Sekka. So, there was a buyout for Denko Sekka a while ago. Well, a lot of guys talking about doing buyouts, and we did some. We had some fun with Ranko Deca up in my Market Watch live streams. By the way, if you haven't clicked the notification bell, do that, because evidently that matters. But price trend showing it going up in value. The current price is $4. The card was always like 2 to 3s, and most walls are getting busted. I know I'm keeping a really keen eye on Secret Rare Denko Sekka. And I'm keeping a really big eye because I'm seeing walls get put up, and you can players go, oh, I need 3, I need 3, boom, 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 and it's getting taken. This is one of the very few cards that when you buy or when you play, you buy it in play sets. A lot of other cards talk about you can buy 2, you can buy 1. With Denko Sekka, walls aren't a pain in the ass because you can players eat them like fucking Pac-Man at dots. It's just 3s all day long, and we're seeing that happen. We're seeing a $4 Denko Sekka bottom page hit almost at $5 with 116 price point wall, and then over here you got a 9. That's not a real wall for Denko. 3 playsets gone. Have a good day. And then we see 10, but that's almost at $7. Denko Sekka is spiking high in value, and it's really interesting to see. Now, Will it continue going high in value? I don't know. I know a lot of Battle's Legends Lights Revenge was pulled, so it's really hard to determine whether it will go higher in value or will go lower in value. I don't know at all. I was always a little bit worrisome about this card, but Denko Sekka, it's a great card, and it works in almost any meta. Konami can't ban Denko Sekka because Konami's bans come from face down. All right, up next, Dimensional Barriers. Price trend's going right over there. Unlimited to roughly around that, and then oh yeah, wait a minute, Dimensional Barrier hitting around $8. First editions, bam, you're looking at $8 to $9 fucking dollars. First edition D barriers from Invasion Vengeance. This card was $4 not long ago. Price mentioned to be $5. Wrong market price. It was at $4. I freaked out. So everybody buy this. Don't just keep buying it. Cards currently right now double its current price point. Like exactly like I didn't say it would be double. I didn't have a number for it, but I did say it would be higher. Looking at the other D barriers, the Secret Rare from the 2017 Megatins are holding their price point at 5s. The commons are still for commoners around 2s. If you had a D barrier first edition, you're holding money. Congratulations. One guy listed over here. He has one. A store listed right here. There's a modernity play, and then we start talking double value from last week's value. Double Evolution Pill is starting to go down a bit in value. Seeing over here, market price showing to be $10.50. It's still showing to be $11, but this card was hitting some like $13, $14 price points. And now if you look at price trends, it's going down and it's trying to bounce back up, but that's where it is right now for Double Evolution Pill. Up next, Legendary Hero Collector sets. All right, can we talk about these for like 2 seconds? Literally, ready, go, Konami screwed the pooch. I think this box had a lot of great reprints. I think the amount of reprints Konami could have added to this could have easily made this box even better, but this box does not equal its own value. The most expensive card in this box currently is Twin Twisters, which is roughly around $2.60. And a $30 box, Konami. This box over here is $2. This card, which used to be like $2 and change, is like $1 and change. Militia's are $2. Dante's, they're all nothing. All nothing. You were great cards. You know how to make this box set a really good Konami. I'm just throwing it out there, just curving the ball around the corner. Infinite Permanence? That'd be pretty good. Make it an ultra rare. Would you buy Legendary Collection set for one Infinite Permanence? The answer is yes. Ghost Spell, Ghost Reaper. How about we just have some ghost cards? Oh, a little fun fact. There might be another thing happening, another promotion for that's gonna be happening in the future. I think, for the Lost Arts. So, comment below in this video if you're watching right now. What Lost Arts promotion cards would you like? I'm thinking about it. I would like for Lost Arts all the Ghost Girls in like full art rarity. I think that'd be really cool. But that's not Lost Art, so it's really interesting. Maybe final as like Death Ouija board. Once again, guys, please comment below for what you think would be great Lost Art cards. Just want to throw out there. There might be a thing in the future with Lost Arts, I think, but I do know that I would love to see a lot of cards come back that were changed. Millennium-Eyes Strict also still hovering its price. This card's starting to move up higher though. I mean, there's not many buys in order until you get this card to hit some pretty dumb numbers you can see over here. After this one's gone, this card's hitting almost near $15 for a Millennium-Eyes Strict. This card was $8 forever, and you can see in price it's currently moving up the market. Solaris, Solaris, the Ancient and Ascended. Another card that's curving back up into the market. It's showing $8, but if we look over here, guys, it's easily hitting near $10. Now, it's not spiking high in the market, but to think this card was not long ago a $6 card, or Invasion Vengeance, it was like $2, to see where it is now is very interesting. It's definitely moved high in the market. If everyone just, once again, every new set, you grab a card and you go, okay, that's my card for that set, and put it aside R9, and someone did that with this card, you would have a pretty good amount of money. The beginning of the end. The Destiny Silver Super Rare is not showing any value. The Ultra Rare is not showing much value as well. The Ultra Rare? Man, I think YuGiOh play 2 of these. Look at the price trends. Look how insane that is. $5 market price for Ultimate Rare, beginning of the end. When we go into actual playable ones, like lightly played, it's $23. Oh, a first edition you want, sir? You want a first edition? Bam, $26 for the beginning of the end. Price point bombs out at $30. So, yeah, that's kind of weird. I found about 2 of these in my dollar binder. It almost makes me want to play Thunder Dragons. Just so I can play these beautiful ulti. The deck's gorgeous, max rarity. Anyway, but yeah, no, you sell this card. You get paid. Okay, Nimble Sunfist is $7, almost to $8. Nimble Sunfish, Sunkiss. I don't know. It's a dollar binder special. Just look for it. It only came out in the Shining Darkness. Nimble Sunkiss. Check it out. It's cheap. Get it. Sell it. Black Sonic actually starting to curb up in value. Market price trying to be about $6. This card was always $3. I always remember Black Sonic to be $3, maybe $4, and we're seeing Black Sonic go from around $7 to almost near $8 goddamn dollars. Bottom page bombs out at $9 for Black Sonic. You think that's crazy? Hell no! We got Blackwing Chris Crocodile going higher in value from $8 up until now, where it is $9 first edition. Chris Crocodile, it's like $9.13. It's not even a lot higher in value. Page bomb was out $10 to $11 for Blackwing Chris Crocodile. This card was always $6. It's just insane to see the movement on some of these Blackwing cards. I love Blackwings. I have these. They're my bae. But goddamn, that's insane. Okay, I'm next. Blacklisted Soldier, Envoy to the Beginning. Now, I mean, Invasion of Chaos, Blacklisted Soldier, Envoy to the Beginning. Okay, so the Unlimiteds or whatever. If you're a ready whore like me, Unlimiteds are like, it's like a piece of jewelry that was on someone's ass. It's useless. I ain't wearing it. But listen, Blacklisted Soldier, Envoy to the Beginning from Invasion of Chaos, first edition is different. It's beyond the normal Super Saiyan. Its price point for first edition is $71 for lightly played. Let's go buy a damaged one, $69. Okay, you got monitor plate over here. Okay, let's turn it back. Okay, 69, 58, 60s, 40s is the lowest first editions. Now for Unlimited, okay, that's playable. Okay, hold on 1 second. A playable Unlimited, we're gonna see that bad boy at $34. So for a crappy first edition, you get a playable lightly played BLS. The prices of BLS is literally 100% higher than the price for Unlimited BLS is for a first edition lightly played same one BLS. This one is $34. It's like $70 for the first edition Invasion of Chaos BLS lightly played. God damn. Think about that valuation. Also, it's because it's just hard to get. So black and white dragon busters are doing some dumb things. We'll go with white dragon white busters, and this once again is because you can use it with Thunder Dragons. You can make some stupid plays with Thunder Dragons, really dumb plays with Thunder Dragons, and get value all day long. You guys don't know what it does. You can banish one dark monster from your graveyard, just push summon this. So you banish one of your dragons in your graveyard, and you get his effect, and you bring out a white dragon white buster. And then when this card goes to the graveyard, sent from the field of the graveyard, you can add a black dragon collapse serpent. The cards come on Astral Pack 6. They have other printings, but this is the one that's money. It's $7 for this. $7 for a white dragon white buster. Now, if you look for a black dragon collapse serpent, this guy's a damaged one. You can sell you for 79 cents. But let's be honest with you, the card's roughly around $6 to $7 for a Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. You can see it over here. Actually, no, $5 to $6, we'll say, for Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, the Astral Pack 6 version. Once again, guys, you don't have to get super rares. There's commons for commoners, 10 cents all day long. And the last card I'll talk about is Overdrive Teleporter. So I know I went over a lot of cards today. Overdrive Teleporter also, let's just go over it real quickly. It's about $4. This card was around 3s roughly. It was pushing the 3s when I last talked about it for Unlimiteds. First editions, we'll check out this. Where is it? First edition, lightly played is like $5. We talked about a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards today, and some I said R9, some I said don't R9. I want to talk to you about Overdrive Teleporter for 2 seconds. Buy it. It's a good card, and Psychics have really done nothing. I know someone's gonna say, what about this, what about that? A deck based off Psychics. I'm talking like this shit. I'm talking like E-Tele come off the bands, hopefully. But Psychic Commander, Psychic Commander is a whole different story. But Esper Girl, Serene Psychic Witch, Serene Psychic Wizard, her Psychic Cleric. These are still phenomenal cards with no deck to help them. And I think the minute that thing comes out, the minute something synergizes with Psychics, we're going to see Overdrive Teleporter go high in value. What it does is you pay 2,000 light points for summon 2 level 3 Psychic monsters from your deck. This effect cannot be used twice for field. It can't be special summon, by the way. You got to sack 1 monster for him. I think Psychics will be good in the future. And I just want to throw it out there for you, that if you do think that as well, you might want to pick up this card as well as Unlimited OT E-Teles. You get first editions, but the price point is pretty insane right now. You got to wait for it to cool off. Next Banlist will probably cool off a little bit. We'll talk about first edition version, that one, and then the future market watch. Some of these come super. I know she's super. I'm not sure if Esper Girl's super. Oh, no, I think it's Cleric and Serene Psychic Witch come super. You might want to consider that as well. But Overdrive Teleport is a card I would highly recommend picking up. Psychics really, as a deck themselves, have done nothing. Once again, this kind of core has done nothing yet. And I think it can be abused in future sets. I really do. And that's why I wanted to recommend this to you guys in this market watch. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching my Market Watch a lot. Thank you so much. Please make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit the like button. I have a lot of videos coming up on the channel soon, so I would love it if you guys could check it out. I have more Market Watch investments. I have more Market Watches about the general meta game. And if you're a casual player, I got Market Watches for you all day long. If you're looking through your quarter box, stop. I got a Market Watch coming out for you soon as well. Rares, get ready for that one as well, and super rares, guys. I got a lot of great content coming out for you guys in the future, and I would love it if you guys hit the subscribe button, the like button, as well as your notification bell, let you know when I do these videos. Also, I would love it if you guys would comment below, because I read every single one of your comments. Another thing I want to start doing is premiering these videos on my channel. So it'll basically look like a live stream, but just me, a pre-recorded live stream of me doing this Market Watch. So you could be one of the first to get in on that live stream, to talk about it and talk about certain cards with each other, everyone in the chat box, as well as this video is doing it, and I'll watch it with you. I'll be like Grandpa telling you a story, putting you to bed at like 6 in the afternoon, 5 in the afternoon. And guys, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. I'll have another Market Watch coming out tomorrow at 8 in the morning. Usually it's like 8 to 8:30. No, 8:30 my Market Watches come out. I'll have that coming out, but this one's a little bit late, but I just want to take it, throw it, boom, right in the face. All right, guys, have a good one. It's your boy V. It's got my videos. Guys, have a great day.